I actually don't have a single friend who is like thrilled with how their husband is reacting to all this. Most of them are describing their husbands as ostriching, sticking their heads in the sand and pretending like nothing is happening. Meanwhile, my friends, their wives, are trying to figure out, how are we going to continue normal life for our children through this? How are we going to prepare and protect ourselves? And their husbands are like, stop being so emotional. You're overreacting. I mean, do we see what's happening? Hello. It's time to wake up. Protect your family. Like, my friends are losing complete faith in their partners at this point. The divorces that are going to happen after all this, it's going to be an unprecedented number because you all are failing your families. For all the men out there whose wives are very concerned about everything happening and very concerned about when it will come to your front doorstep in your community, because it will, I want you to know that your partner is looking to you to be the protector, provider, and leader of your family that you all claim to be.
This is what happens when you're a wife and you have nothing else to do with your life and your time. You worry about things that's never going to happen to you. You are a white woman. ICE is not going to bang down on your door and looking for immigrants because you're not an immigrant. You're safe. This is the reason why your husbands aren't worried about this. This is the reason why your husbands are going to work and minding their business because this has nothing to do with them. Who is the biggest pusher of this movement that we have with anti-ICE protests? White liberal women. It's because white women right now don't have anything else to worry about. I hate to say it, but it's true. A lot of these white women we see on social media are looking for a reason to get upset, are looking for a reason to be oppressed, to feel that feeling, to feel like they can finally talk about something. It's because nobody else cares about what they say. So they're coming up in their mind that, oh, we're going to divorce our husbands because they don't care about what's happening in Minneapolis. Your husbands don't care because they know it will not affect them. I'm sorry. Men are very, very logical. There's a lot of men out there that do not care about what's going on in Minneapolis because it will not affect them. Sorry. Straight like that. I can't stand seeing women on social media really trying to hype up other women and really trying to downplay and down talk men that do not care about this because we aren't worried about this. You guys are so worried about this. Why? You're sitting in your room by your bed safe. Be a mom, be a husband. That's it. What I see from a lot of women that are complaining about this or want their husbands to have some type of emotion or reaction to what's happening in Minneapolis is these women are tired of their lives. They are tired of their mundane life. They are tired of not being heard. They're tired of just being used by their kids. They really want to have a voice and they want to feel emotion again. And they're using these ICE protests as a way to make them feel like they are a person all over again. This is for the white liberal women out there that's trying to do these protests, and you think that this is giving you life. And if your husband's not there with you, you're going to divorce him. But then you'll divorce him and say you want to be independent, but then you want alimony and child support still. Make it make sense. The reason why your husband does not care because he knows they're not coming to our house. We live in a great neighborhood. We are white. Why would they come to our house and mess with our neighborhoods? They won't do that in suburbia. But we have women, particularly white liberal women, because we see what the protests are looking like. They need something to hold on to. They need something to feel. They need a purpose because they hate their lives. That's just what it is. They hate their lives so much. They're trying to find a way how to feel like they're oppressed, how to create fear so they can have people jump on their bandwagon, so they can have their little groups protesting ICE with Stanley Cups. That's what they want. They want some more excitement. They're tired of being married. They're tired of taking their kids to school. They're tired of just going to yoga and Pilates class every single day. They need the fight. They need the craziness. They need the chaos. That's what they've been missing. But nobody wants to talk about this. These women are really trying to come out and tell their husbands, I'm going to divorce you because you don't feel about this. And the husband's like, I got to go to work and provide for your lifestyle. I got to go to work so you can get them Amazon packages. I got to go to work so you can get those 35 Stanley Cups that you want, that you were looking at Target. I got to go to work so you can get your Target trip. I got to go to work so you can get that new, G-Wagon. See, what happens is when women get to a place of they got everything, they need chaos, they need excitement. And that's what this is.
Told our entire lives, men are natural leaders. Now I'm hearing from all my friends when they go to their husbands saying they're worried, that they want your support, that they want to talk to you and plan for what's happening to keep your children safe or to make sure that your family is okay. And you tell them that they're overreacting, it's not going to happen, not to worry about it, to protect your peace. They're looking at you to be the protector. You are failing to protect them. Because even if it doesn't get worse, let's play that out. Your partner, your wife, your girlfriend is now always going to remember that when she was scared and she looked to you for leadership and support, you brushed her off. Why doesn't really even matter. So what if it never happens? So what if it never comes to your doorstep? It will.
So what? It doesn't happen. So what? It doesn't come to your doorstep, but it will. So a man that's not worried about this is not a leader. He wants the woman to lead. No, real leaders already see what's going to happen. They already see where they fit, and they see that, okay, that's not going to bother me, so I don't have to put too much attention into it because we're not illegal immigrants, sweetheart. See, that's what happens here. What we see with a lot of women, when they don't get their way, they go after the man and say he's not being a man. He's not being a leader. That's what happens. When the man's not doing what you want him to do, now you want to attack his manhood and say he's not being a leader. He's not being a man. This is what we're looking at. This is what we're looking at here. Women, stop doing this. When you don't get your way, you don't attack your man. That's why a lot of men don't want to be a woman. We don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about that. That's the reason why men don't want to be married. It's because I'm being a leader. You got a house, you got a bed, you're able to sit at home and talk to TikTok all day, every day, and not worry about a single bill. But now you talking about my manhood, talking about I'm not being a leader. Okay. That's what we doing. So why would I want to take care of somebody that's going to talk shit about me? Because they don't get their way. Now I'm not being a leader. Now I'm not being a man. This is the ride. This is the reason why you got a lot of young men that saying, cool, I'll be by myself. I'll get married when I get 40. I ain't gonna get married right now. I'm not putting myself through this because a lot of y'all women is lost and confused and y'all need something to focus on. Y'all focus on the wrong stuff.
But what's the worst that could happen by actually engaging with her and strategizing with her and, I don't know, showing up as an actual partner to her? Because she will remember that. She will also remember what you're saying now. And if you want to be looked at as the leader of your family, as the protector of your family, as a provider of your family, you have to actually lead, provide, and protect. It's not just one. It's not just you have a job and you get paid. Most of us have jobs and get paid too. You have to actually be involved.
It's just crazy that we have a lot of women trying to tell men what they need to do when they don't focus on what they need to do themselves. You need to. That's all I heard this whole video. You need to do this. You need to do this. You. No man wants to be around that. No man wants to be with their mother. You got to do this. You need to do this. You're this. What about, she hasn't said one thing that she's done wrong. That's the reason why a lot of these men don't want to get married. That's the reason why a lot of these men rather be on the game all day, be in a little spot, and they want peace. Why would you want to be with this? Why would you want to be with a girl like this? I'm not worried about ICE because I'm white. They're not coming to my house because I'm white, because I'm American. I'm not worried about ICE. I'm not worried about the protesters because in our neighborhood, we got the police and they're not playing that. I've already thought this through my mind, but you want me to have a full-blown conversation about something I already solved in 5 minutes. Go make me something to eat. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It's always keep this thing rocking. Go get her Patreon coming soon. What do we have? We got the No Filter Morning Show coming soon. I appreciate everybody's support. We're going to keep it going. I'm cranking out videos like Wayne in 06. We got a lot of haters on there talking about, you got so many videos, bro. Don't be mad because I'm consistent with what I do. I'm out.